Have you ever wondered why narcissists seem magnetically drawn to empaths? Why do they chase them, cling to them, and even try to control them? Even though the empath is the one person who sees through everything, Carl Jung had a simple answer. People are drawn to those who reflect the parts of themselves they refuse to face. Today, we're exploring the hidden psychological and spiritual reasons narcissists react so strongly to empaths, and why this bond feels powerful, confusing, and sometimes impossible to explain. 1. The shadow projection. What the narcissist really sees. Carl Jung believed every person carries something called the shadow, the hidden insecurities, fears, and wounds we don't want others to see. For narcissists, this shadow is especially intense. It holds feelings they avoid at all costs. Insecurity, fear of rejection, fear of being ordinary, envy, loneliness. When they meet an empath, someone naturally open, intuitive, and emotionally aware, they see qualities they wish they had. Emotional depth, kindness, authenticity, warmth, intuition. To the narcissist, the empath feels like light, and light exposes everything the narcissist tries to hide. So the narcissist is drawn in. They want to be near that warmth. But they also feel threatened by it. This is the beginning of the push-pull dynamic. 2. The empath as a mirror, the part that terrifies the narcissist. Empaths don't just feel emotions, they notice emotional truth. Their natural sensitivity acts like a mirror, reflecting the narcissist's real intentions, their mood changes, their insecurities, their contradictions. This mirror is not confrontational. The empath isn't trying to expose anyone. It's simply their nature to sense what others hide. But to a narcissist, this feels like being seen in a way they're not prepared for. They experience 3 reactions. 1. Attraction. They want the empath's validation, warmth, and attention. 2. Fear. The empath can read them too well. 3. Resentment. They feel exposed and vulnerable. The empath becomes the one person they can't perform for, and that scares them. 3. The idealization phase, why they act like you're the one. At the beginning, the narcissist idealizes the empath. They admire their emotional intelligence, their softness, their strength, their intuition, their compassion. Jung would say the narcissist is projecting their ideal self onto the empath. They see the empath as the version of themselves they wish they could be. This phase feels magical. However, it's actually built on projection, rather than genuine understanding. Eventually, the projection cracks, and that's when the dynamic shifts. 4. The insecurity trigger, the shift they can't control. As the empath starts noticing red flags or inconsistencies, they naturally ask questions, seek clarity, express feelings, set boundaries. To the narcissist, these normal behaviors feel threatening. They're used to relationships where their image goes unchallenged. But the empath can feel the emotional truth beneath the performance. This forces the narcissist's shadow closer to the surface, and they enter a defensive mode. Denial, blame, criticism, emotional distancing, not because they don't care, but because they don't want to face what the empath reflects. 5. The empath's awakening, the moment everything changes. At some point, the empath begins to see patterns. They shift from emotional involvement to emotional clarity. They realize they can't save anyone. They can't absorb someone else's wounds. Their intuition was right all along. Their empathy doesn't mean tolerating mistreatment. Jung would call this individuation. The moment the empath becomes aware of their own shadow and starts reclaiming their power, emotionally and spiritually, the empath begins to rise. This is the moment the narcissist feels the loss the most. 6. When the empath walks away, what the narcissist actually loses. When the empath steps back, the narcissist loses much more than they realize. They lose their emotional mirror. No one else reflects their truth so clearly. They lose their validation. Empaths give genuine warmth. It can't be replaced easily. They lose their sense of control. The narcissist realizes they're no longer the center. They lose the one person who understood them, even if they didn't appreciate it. To the empath, leaving feels like liberation. To the narcissist, it feels like losing access to the person who balanced their inner chaos, even if they never admitted it. 7. The final insight, Jung's explanation. Carl Jung taught that people are drawn to others who carry the parts of themselves they won't claim. The empath carries the emotional depth the narcissist denies. The narcissist carries the wounds the empath unconsciously wants to heal. Together, they activate each other's shadows. But only one of them grows from it, the empath. Because when the empath steps into awareness, the cycle breaks, the mirror shatters, and the empath walks forward with clarity, strength, and a deeper understanding of themselves. Welcome to Empire of the Mind. Subscribe for more self-awakening and deep psychological content.